Peace, beautiful people. It is your girl, the real Tony Hickman, and I am coming to you today with another video. I hope you are making sure you are working on yourself first and foremost, enjoying your life, becoming a better and greater version of you. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about, right? But it's also about not being confined to a box, right? And sometimes we can be confined to the box that we've elevated to. And what I mean by that is our judgments are still caught in the concept of who we were versus who we are, or who we are becoming, because we're always becoming. But we have to make sure that we are not allowing who we have become or who we think we have become to become our box within itself. You understand? Like, there are so many times, and you can look around your world, you can see that in businesses even, where the management can be in their own perception, in their own box with the regular employers. Think of a fast food restaurant. And so you can see management sometimes get caught in ego and show off by telling the regular workers what to do. That's a box that management has placed itself in, and ego has started coming out of it. So even when we grow, even when we continue to become, we have to make sure while we're becoming that we don't allow that box of identity to stick us in it, where we look down on other people who are still going through their process. And it's easy to do. It's so easy to do. It's easy to look down on other people that have not made it to your status and look down on them and judge them accordingly. But make sure that when you look down on those people from your box, that you are still analyzing yourself. Are you still checking yourself? Because in that moment that you decide to look down on somebody else in their growth process, you are lowering yourself, because that's an energy that is negative. We have to let go of our expectations of other people. We can encourage, we can inspire, and we can. But in that process, we have to make sure that we are not looking down on anyone, because that person that you look down on today could grow greater than you ever have by tomorrow or a year. But we have to make sure that we watch our judgment in the process. And when I speak to y'all, I'll be speaking on myself too. You know, even in my growth, I have grown out of some boxes. But I don't want to be conformed to another box. I don't want to look down on other people. And I have. Listen, all of us have done it at some point. I don't want to look down. I work on my judgment. Our world encourages judgment. We have shows that are successful simply because they are gossiping and they thrive. We have channels, we have blogs, we have all of that are successful simply because of gossip. So it's easy for us to look down and judge somebody because they have not made it where we think they should be. Where we think they should be, or we think they should think. But who are you to judge the other person? Or even if you haven't been down their path, how dare you judge them for their path, for the steps they choose to take in their own process? What does that say about your growth? And in that process of questioning yourself, because we all need to do daily assessments of ourselves. Check yourself. How are you looking at others and finding a way to put yourself on a pedestal? And I see it. I see it all the time. I've seen it in myself. So that's how I can also see it in others. Right? Because I've seen it in myself. So I see it when people can put themselves on this pedestal simply to look down. Don't do that. You don't have to do that. And just because I'm making this video, it doesn't make you wrong. It makes you a human that still has to grow within yourself. Just like we all do. We all have our own path, and that's okay. But watch your heart. See with your heart, not with your judgment. I love you. Peace.